Welcome to USDC's PBA Experience. This is your chance to compete on the same lane conditions faced by us on the PBA Tour. I'm Chris Barnes along with PBA titleist Wes Malott. This week's challenge is the shark pattern. This long pattern was the lowest scoring pattern on tour last year. It's 44 feet, and you can see from the graph that the long oil combined with the oil on the outside boards will make you play deep inside from the very first shot. You won't get to lay down the ball any further right than the 10th board, and you may be playing as deep as 25 from shot 1. Wes, you've had a lot of success on this pattern, including almost shooting 300 in Denver last year. How do you like to play this pattern?
Well, Chris, generally I like to play this pattern farther in on the lane. With it being a longer oil pattern, your ball has to stay closer to the head pin, because if it gets too far away, it's not going to get back to it.
Well, now with your rev rate, it's not so hard to play in. Us mere mortals sometimes have to play further right. Where are you talking about for you?
I'm going to start farther left, about 20 to 25, even on my first shot, and sometimes it even gets deeper than that.
Well, now for the rest of us, I have to start maybe a little further right than that and have to be somewhere between 15 and 20, and other people may have to play even further right and play in the track if the surface will allow. An older wood surface might let you play out there.
Absolutely. Even players like myself with a higher rev rate, if the track is hooking enough, we can get out there also.
Now, do you find with this longer pattern, where does the transition occur, in the back of the lane or the front of the lane?
Well, it's going to seem like it's in the back part of the lane, even though it's probably in the front part of the lane, because with this pattern being a longer well, we tend to use stronger bowling balls to get it to read the lane. So with the stronger bowling balls, it tears up the front part of the lane.
So the front starts to hook a little bit and the back gets really tight. So anything really right at the 3-pin is in trouble.
I would have to agree with you there.
Well, let's go to tape here, and this is of Denver, and this is your 11th shot of the 300 game.
Yeah, as you can see here, that was obviously a pretty pure shot. So, that was a little bit inside, but on this pattern, that's where your mistakes are going to be.
And coming up here, we have shot 12 at your attempt at 300, and there had to be a few nerves going on right now.
Just a few. As you can tell, this one creeps a little bit high, trips the 9 out of the 4-9. This was a little slow, along with the pressure and everything being the 17th televised PBA 300 in history. There's a lot of nerves going on there.
Yeah, but the mistake has to be left there on this pattern. With 44 feet, you're not going to get any help, from the right, and we'll see that on the very next shot. This is your first shot for the next match, and it does get going right. And once it hits the 3-pin, it keeps going.
Yeah, this is a big transition here. With the front part of the lane going, I threw it a little bit hard and missed the pinch to the right, and it never recovered. So, my mistake, as we said, is going to be to the left and not to the right.
So the key to playing on the shark pattern is not only playing in, but it's also keeping your break point in.
Absolutely.
After the break, Mika Koivuniemi will join us, and he bowled for the title twice last year on the shark pattern. Mika, after bowling for the title twice, is this pattern a favorite of yours?
Chris, it's not my favorite pattern, but it's one of my on-off patterns. I do well once a while, and some weeks I'm not even close. But I've been able to bowl 3 times for the title of that pattern, so I have to say it's a good pattern for me.
We'll be right back.
70 million men, women, and children enjoy America's #1 participation sport, bowling. As its governing body, the United States Bowling Congress strives to keep the ball rolling for veteran athletes and new enthusiasts with certified leagues, coaching programs, and innovative equipment testing. Join the momentum of America's favorite participation sport. Bowl with us.
Welcome back. Joining us in our discussion about the shark pattern is Major Mika. Mika, how do you play this pattern?
I play like most of the guys. I started about 15 and keep moving a little bit left, but my first move is not usually move left before I start to loft.
Yeah, you are one of the best guys at loft on tour, that's for sure. How long do you get before you have to face this transition? A couple of games?
Yeah, it's usually game and a half. Depends what kind of surface we play and what kind of ball surfaces guys are using.
And then what kind of surface do you have to use?
I usually use quite strong surfaces, and I like to use a lot of brand new surfaces or just sanded surfaces, so there's not too much oil in the bowling ball.
Well, that doesn't surprise me. You Scandinavian bowlers can't really hook it that much anyway.
No, I have to use a lot.
Let's go to the tape that we have from the same show that Wes was on, where you guys go for the title. And this first shot, just like you said, you're playing actually playing 18 or 19, and that one's 10 straight back.
Yeah, that was a great shot, and those are things what you like to do in the zone.
Now this next shot, looks like you get it going a little bit further right, and it comes back just enough to tickle him.
Yeah, I still have enough rev rate, you know that.
Can you keep up with you, Wes, on this?
I'm trying to actually catch up and match up with him.
Well, on this last shot, it looks like you're yelling Keshta about halfway down the lane. This one starts hooking pretty early, goes through the nose for a split.
Yeah, that was 9th frame, and I was thinking to move left, but I did not, and it cost me the title.
That was a great move for you.
I think you think so that way.
How often are you faced with those kind of decisions on TV?
It's every show. You know it's going to break down, and because the lights and heat and everything else, you know it's going to break down faster, and I made mistake, and I pay for it.
Well, Wes, you and Mika are 1-1 now on TV. Who's going to win the rubber match?
On this pattern, I'm going to have to probably go with myself because of the rev rate and being able to move farther left and be able to still carry the pins.
And the fact that Scandinavian bowlers can't hook it?
Well, yeah, that never hurts.
I think I can play with the best.
So what happens on a shorter pattern, Mika?
He doesn't have a chance. It's only if there's the free hook spot, sometimes he might have a small chance, but if you have to execute shots, no chance.
Are you saying you're the more accurate of the two?
I know so.
I don't know if I can really argue with you there. You're definitely more accurate, but when we get a little area out there, we'll take you on anytime.
I like to do my chances.
I don't know. Wes looks like he might have a little Swedish in it. There might be a little battle between you and the Finnish.
Yeah, but if he has Swedish, then he definitely has no chance.
Well, we're out of time. For PBA titleist Wes Malott and 6-time titleist Mika Koivuniemi, I'm Chris Barnes. Thank you for joining us and enjoy your PBA experience.